Hi everybody. I'm back in New York again this week, and as you know, this is one of the greatest events in terms of marketing solution, the Dam Henry Stewart New York 2018. And as you know, the Dam New York is the world's largest conference dedicated to the digital asset management. This is the 16th edition this year, and as usual, the biggest gathering of Dam community. Uh, this is really a unique environment to exchange knowledge, to share experiences, and bring long-lasting professional networks. And as every year, this year it's again 100, more than 100 speakers across more than 60 sessions covering a lot of subjects: metadata, integration, deep learning, machine learning. We are also the creative operation, where in fact the customer can really engage his experience with all the DAM community. It's all about video workflows, rights management, semantics, governance, and even more some other subject. Especially this year, we have some new topic. As you know, after the introduction of David Lipser, we'll get the well-known keynote from Teresa about migration, so stay tuned. And at the end of the day, after the event, I will stay tuned on my channel. I will be back to you with a complete and full video recap. And this year we have two new items. One of them is the Ninja track. The idea from Teresa and the organization is really to engage even more with some of the best DAM experts and a lot of subjects, or very interesting subject alongside the customer expectations, or as for example, master data management. I will tell you a little bit later, especially regarding my experience, machine learning, auto tagging. So this is really one of the key trends since the last 2 years. Even if myself, of course, I do agree that it brings something more, but as usual, DAM is first, metadata, taxonomy, thesaurus, if you really want to fit your needs. But it's also about analytics and KPIs, so this is an even more important subject. So all these sessions, this is a new item, the DAM Ninja track. You'll get also a new item with a DAM clinic. This is a series of peer-to-peer roundtable discussions. And as usual, get the opportunity to meet in the main room all the best DAM vendors in the world. As every year, I'm coming with Dalim software, so we get a booth, a nice location. So do not hesitate. Stay tuned. Of course, I will share a lot. So follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and of course LinkedIn. You get a lot of interesting insights. So we get a nice booth with some of our resellers, integrators. Some of our customers will visit us. So great content to share with you. On my side, I will do also Tech Lab. The Tech Lab is so just a quick recap. So DAM Henry Stewart is on Thursday and Friday, 3rd and 4th, and on Thursday morning, just after David Lipse and Teresa keynote introduction, I will move to the Tech Lab. So I will talk about brands and DAM, so much important, and especially regarding if you want really to be successful in your digital transformation. In the afternoon, I'm part also of the creative operation in a panel where we try to talk about in-house outsourcing regarding the agencies. So that's an important subject, and also regarding all the services you can provide. So because as you know today, everything is moving to the cloud. But sometimes, and especially regarding just like this, one of our customers, we have Dalim software, Splashlight, working in production and moving to the cloud. So interesting subjects for some of the large brands to get a statement at that stage. And something you cannot miss also on the second day on Friday morning, my colleague Sandra will do the backup. So I will not do the backup this year. After 2 years, I did 5 of them. I was a winner last year. So I think it's time also to and a great pleasure to get someone in my team, and so she will perform well, and so just of course be here at the bake off, and so you get a very interesting view of a new demo scenario, and not only a list of features. So now I will perhaps talk more about the new topic in 2018. So as usual, and I will say again, I'm a DAM manager since the last 25 years, and since the beginning, the most important for me is really the metadata. So I see so many customers across the world just playing with assets with no metadata, and sometimes people think that they can search an asset just with the name of the image, or they are losing so many time just to find an asset, and sometimes they have to reshoot, and especially for retailers, it's just crazy sometimes. So really metadata is really at the core for me for DAM. The DAM as an engine, which was one of the items, and especially the keynote of Teresa, it's also important because, in fact, if you are really looking at the market today, we have, I would say, new DAM marketing. So of course you can manage assets, JPEGs, but as soon as you want to manage live files, it's not so obvious for these new players. So it's important really to take a look at your assets. I see so many customers struggling just to open large TIFF, as for example, just crazy. So we're in 2018. So the engine is also at the core of the DAM. The third item for me is also workflow. Because if you want really to engage your customer, I do not believe that you can just share assets using a link. Otherwise, you are in competition with all third cloud services, just like Dropbox, Box, WeTransfer, or something like that. So the thing I see for some solutions, okay, you can start the workflow, it's just a task management. I don't think this is the right statement. The right statement is to be able to map your business workflow. And in order to that, you really have to take a look at the solution, and especially workflow. And as you know, of course, this is one of the biggest items we have with Vitalim software. And I do think definitely one of the best workflow engineer in the market. You have some other, but really this one is, for me, the most customizable one. The other item also, I already told you about deep learning. So, okay, I'm okay if you have illustration pictures, you don't have time to ready to ingest informations. That's a good item. But take a look at one point. It's very also important to be able to save your information into the files, because I see so many vendors, and especially regarding their customers, if one customer wants to move, I don't know, because something is going wrong after years, I see so many vendors that are asking for their customer to pay tons of money just to export the metadata. So really take care about the fact to be able to ingest the metadata into the files. And that's something really I took a lot of attention by the new software. So any metadata that you have, whatever it's IPTC, XMP, or even custom metadata, that's definitely something we can save into the files. So you just have then to pick up your files outside the system, and you can find again your assets. Okay, so this one is very important. Of course, one of the main trends also in the market today is about the cloud. So do you have to make a decision for a cloud solution, for on-premise solution, or something like just like an hybrid solution, or do I have to move to Amazon, to Azure? So that's a challenge. So from my experience standpoint, and regarding the last year, it's true that, and Gartner and Forrester are talking about, more and more people try to move to the cloud. For many, the main reason is because you need to get some skills as soon as you want to get on premise. But in the meantime, just imagine, we have so many, especially retailers, alongside all the assets they have to manage and publish on a store, on an e-shop, e-commerce. I see, for example, photo studio. Some of them have to manage 30,000 raw files per day. Do you think really you have the time And really, you know what I mean, to upload 30,000 raw files in a day, even with a black fiber connection, no way. So that's the reason why some hybrid services could be interesting. So you can really save and store your assets inside the company, and you can provide some based on some cluster environments, because now some advanced DAM, enterprise DAM, have the capabilities to, in fact, to make some advanced installs. So you can get, you can process the file outside the company. You have some multiple site management, as we have by Delim software, and it's very important because more and more people, they have one headquarter, whatever, in Paris, in London, in New York, and they have some other facilities in the world. So as soon as you want to manage assets, upload assets in different sites, that's something which is not so obvious. So really take a look also at that point. The reason why I will do advise, of course, if you just have a small library of assets, you can manage in the cloud. So, but as soon as you have to manage large files, etc., I think it's that's a point to take into consideration. So, just to finish my quick recap before the DAM to Work New York 2018. I see a lot of companies, consulting company, providing a new logo landscape in the market. So, of course, you know how it works. So, you have some lobbying done, and so sometimes, of course, I have a couple of customers said, yeah, I don't really understand this landscape because I've got one solution, she's not in this landscape, so how does it work? So, I made the decision, in fact, to redraw this landscape only based on my experience. So I'm a DAM manager since 1998. I started with an open source solution in France, which is Phraseanet. So, which is at the end of the day a good solution as an open source. Of course, it's doing simple asset management. But alongside this experience, then I moved to Hachette feedback image, where I was engaged with some other solution, Orphea, etc. Then I moved to CA Communication, where I was playing with Xinet, Northplane, I was using Saloon, I was so extensive. So I've got a strong experience. I'm also a photographer, as you know, so I'm doing something like 3,000 pictures per month. My own library is 1.6 million of assets, retouch and index. So important as soon as I want to find again the best pictures of my baby girls, of my wife, of my family. So and so based on this experience, and you see what I'm talking about, I try to redraw this landscape. So here, this is so my new landscape, and I tried, as or other companies are doing, or some other organization in consulting. You have some advanced DAM asset management, you have some mid-range asset management, and also simple. And also try to, because this is so important, to make the list based on the ROI. So at the end of the day, this is the cost you have to pay, and it's so important to get the right ROI, because of course you can get some nice solution into the market, but do you really think in 2018 you have to pay $500,000 or $1 million to get a DAM solution? I'm not so sure if you're not ready to get ROI. So I really try to make this list of range. So from the most expensive, also the most painful to deploy, because some solution into the market you need 1 year, 2 months to deploy a solution. It's just crazy. So this is my view. Of course, I do not list all the DAM solution, but just the most the DAM I was listening to during the last year. One of the items some of you were asking me was about the mix of MDM, PIM, DAM, etc. So I still do believe that, and this is really based also on my experience. I spend so much money, especially, for example, in CA Communication, my French agency. I think every system has to get one task. So it means just you have DAM, you have a PIM, and now you have enough web services, connectors available to push the information. But from my experience, as soon as I saw some of solutions doing DAM, PIM, etc., most of them are not really good DAM, and especially for a PIM. So really take attention to that, and it's better really to get one focus, definitely. The other things also I'd like to mention, because I think we did a great job with Mark Darvey, who is the owner of the equity company, and since last year, Mark provide a very great job, really to, I would say, to tackle the consultants, and as you can see here, this is a new website, and I really try to spend some time before to gather all the best information, and Mark made a great job, so you can compare all the dam per features, per based on the 10 core features. So it's very great job. You can get some reports for really a couple of dollars, so it's not very expensive. You can get more information with one of the dam vendor. And with Mark, I spend a lot of time, especially regarding ES and DALIM software. So since last year, ES is in the list of the 10 core DAM features, or we are great at that point. We are also the Beyond Core, which is a new specification just came at the end of last year. And we're also working to, I would say, to tackle more of the customers, to bring some more advanced information regarding some custom demonstrations, or as for example, DAM for packaging, because packaging today is a lot of assets, a lot of versions, a lot of revisions, so DAM system is so important. And if you are looking at the market, you don't have so many solutions able to manage a real packaging file with spot colors, very complex files, manage revisions, etc., and to get a DAM inside. To be honest, I don't know a lot of them, and perhaps one of the best is yes, because you can really be in touch with your DAM. You can search. You can at the end of the project you can push the assets. So, and especially in terms of ROI, it's nothing compare. So we have so this different type of demo scenario, packaging, publishers, etc. So something we are working on. I think it will bring much more awareness and information for the end customer. The last point also I'd like to mention, it's so important, and especially I worked a lot during the last year. It's all about the KPIs, because it's so important today to deliver advanced and custom KPIs to end customers. So you need to be aware, and it's one more step beyond just the activity of your system. And so, as for example with Yes, we have based on the Elasticsearch, where using Kibana to produce some custom dashboard. But it's so open side that we can you can connect any other analytics system. So of course, if you want to get more advanced, you can use XPath from Kibana. But of course, at one side, if you want to get more advanced analytics, you have to pay something. But so, and on your side, I also made a test with a advanced BI system, which is Sisense, a very good one. So now that you can plug in also into ES, and perhaps one of the best user experience ever. You can just draw analytics without being an engineer, because I see so many systems where you have to spend days or weeks, and even after you aren't able to get your analytics. So at the end of the day, KPIs are very important, and if you have to make a decision, really take care that your system is able to measure the performance of your assets. Okay, so I think I speak enough. So welcome, and so see you in New York this week. Starting, you have a meetup session on Wednesday night, so it's always nice to meet all the people in this industry, because it's just like a family. So I see so many friends. I was working with them for projects, or just to share the content. And even if we are a lot of vendors, if it's first a family, this is a DAM community, and this is the only thing I'm trying to leverage by the customer worldwide. You get also in touch with so many great customer use cases. Or just visit the website here. You can see the website on Dharma-Institute, where you can find the agenda. You can find so many things. So great job also, and thank you also to the team of Dan, Claire, Janet, Yad. So they are doing a great job. So that's all. Thank you for your attention. So follow me on my YouTube channel for Follow me also on Dalim Software social channels. So I will provide all this information alongside this week, and as usual, I will be in touch with you to produce my full video recap, my after movie. A lot of things will be done regarding this amazing event. So bye bye.